By the time this podcast is out, all of the Drake minions and Drake Hive will be out there trying to act like what he's saying is not crazy. That's incorrect.
Drake!
All right, the Podfather has awakened. And now he is officially discussing or giving his thoughts on the new Kendrick record, EUPHORIA, on the podcast. Let's see what he had to say. Make sure you like the video and subscribe.
Famous actor we once knew was looking paranoid, now is spiraling.
You agree with that?
He's talking.
Well, a lot of people said that Drake looked like he was crashing out for a little bit. That was a thing. That's not an original Kendrick Lamar. A lot of the stuff said here is not original Kendrick Lamar Drake disses, but it's original because it's him saying it and how he's saying it and how he's doing it. You wanted him to drop, he dropped. He's here. Love this beat. Love this beat.
Fire. Love the beat too.
This is one of the first times I've seen Drake lose a war in
On the
beats.
beat, yeah. Well, the Tupac beat was fire.
Yeah, you guys were
That beat
like
was fire. I like
drooling
that. I
over
love
that
that beat.
shit.
You was way behind at that point. You was way behind by the time that Tupac beat came out, and the AI shit kind of neutralizes that.
Yeah.
It's hard for Drake to go get a beat better than that. Like that beat.
I don't think so.
I don't
You
think
crazy.
so. Though.
Drake can get any beat.
I don't think
from
so,
damn
though.
near
I'm
anybody.
not saying he can't, but that beat is something different.
amazing, for sure.
That's
go
a
get
different beat.
some
bro.
of them.
All right, it's time to pay Tay Keith to sit down for 60 days and come up with something.
He ain't had 60 days to reply.
Man, go lock yourself in a room somewhere and find some shit.
And all them ill
Drake got
niggas
this-
always have a hidden, they always have a secret stash of.
Oh, I'm sure he got
Drake
dope
has
beats.
one of the best stables of producers.
I'm sure he got packs on
in
packs
the
on
planet.
packs.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I park his son.
That's hard. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I promise I'm parking, son. That's all. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
fire.
on, y'all.
Wordplay.
fire.
Yeah.
Come
Wordplay.
on, you guys.
That's fire. Got a record.
I can't get hyped because I don't have a beef with Drake, and I ain't trying to create one. And I don't have a beef with Kendrick. I'm trying to be
Diplomatic.
straight in the middle.
Yeah, I got it.
If a nigga get mad at me about some shit I said, I want it to be on the strength of neutrality. That's all. So I wish Kendrick would have dropped this like 2 weeks before this when I wasn't on this tip. Oh, I would have went crazy. I would have went crazy. Today I'm kind of just trying to catch a vibe.
I got you.
If we're naming our least favorite verse, then mine is the second verse.
Really?
Yeah.
You like that verse we just heard less than the first verse?
Yes.
Really?
He could have started that for me at, hold up.
To an open. I hate when a
Right
rapper
here.
talk about groove.
Right here.
He could have started
The first
this
part
right
is
here.
blah.
I don't need the first.
The
I don't
beat
know.
picks
I don't
up.
know too much
16
about
it is.
the lyrics that he's saying in the first part. So the
Yeah,
whole
they-
open case, 500.
Yeah, they-
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, for me,
really.
that's not
I
He could have
addressing
kept
much.
that out of the song.
Yeah.
Huh?
He could have kept that out of the song.
But it might be important to what he's saying. We just not hip to what he's
That's
saying.
true. This
That's
just
possible.
dropped 20 minutes ago.
That's possible.
Hey, I show you I learn from those mistakes.
This is crazy.
He crazy.
That beat.
That's crazy.
No, what he's saying is hard.
Yeah.
I ain't even talking about the beat.
And
What
the
he's
man-
saying
Time I
is
shot me and
everybody's
Drake.
right.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I didn't aim
right.
down
What he's
enough.
saying, the beat and the marriage of both. The
Yes.
first time I shot me a Drake, my homie told me to aim it this way. This is crazy. By the time this podcast is out, all of the Drake minions and Drake Hive will be out there trying to act like what he's saying is not crazy. That's incorrect. And I'm saying that without looking at my phone. Maybe y'all not doing that. But this part is crazy.
Yeah, he really don't like this dude. Like, even said, I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell, so I'm inherit that beef. Like, I just don't like nothing you do.
And said, whatever problem you had with Pusha T, trust me, you don't even look this way.
Yeah, you better
Like
off
if
going to
Pusha
do
T
that again.
did that,
Go do that again.
don't play with me. I thought that stood out too.
Yes.
But all of this shit is just he's doing his best to son him. He not son him, but exactly like I said, however the world see you,
I don't. Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't see you like that. The dudes I know and fuck with don't see you like that. And real niggas don't see you like that.
Make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. Yeah, my food.
That's hard.
Yo, it's all saying I don't believe you.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
it
it,
says.
yeah.
This is just over and over, bro. I don't believe none of that shit y'all doing. This is an act.
Y'all gonna make me bring back Puff. Remember the Puff shit that nobody wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Now let's see.
Now let's see if he really
Now
gonna
let's see
crash
what
him.
Chubbs got to say about that if I go get Puff again. These niggas is playing dirty.
They playing nasty, son. This is sewer play.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the internet geeks out there, or some of y'all that was trying to say y'all was tired of this, y'all was off this. I love this shit. I still love it. I love the beef.
Me too.
I was off it just
I like
because there was
push-ups.
nothing happening. That's all. After a while, it got stale.
I even like a little bit of that. Nah, bring me down. Ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows. We knew Kendrick couldn't show his face again outside, just all willy-nilly without saying something. You got to say something. And I told Jill Scott ain't never lied, man. Jill Scott said she heard some shit and it was on. Jill Scott don't lie. All she do is take walks, long walks, and eat grits.
That's it.
That's
Eat
it.
grits, that's it. Big Jill.
shout out to
We
the
love
queen.
you, Jill.
We love you, Jill.
Shout out to Jill. She's not big no more.
God, didn't know. I meant Big Jill, not like in size.
Got it. Shout out to Jill.
What you horny inside? You're not counting if you're reading this.
No, not as a classic.
That's a classic to me.
That's a classic. That's a classic. It is. Fuse is there, Take Care is there, and So Far Gone is there. That's 4. And if it's not 4, then it's 3 and a pop.
It's 3 in a pop for me, but I would have
It's 3 and a pop.
nothing
Nothing
was the same.
Is it definitely in that conversation.
If you're reading this.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
That's
That's
for
where
me
mine
too.
would be, but it's definitely So Far Gone.
Oh, he got
Take
4 in
Care,
a pop.
Views.
You got 5 books?
He got 4 in a pop. That boy got 4 in a pop. Yeah, you can't lie on him and say he ain't got no classics, Kendrick. You know he got a few bops. You know that. Come on. Y'all was real hype when Push-Ups came out. Y'all had lyrical breakdowns. Y'all was making the ugly, stink, scrunchy face. What's going on? Y'all don't seem as enthused. Why nobody seem as enthused as it? What happened? Is it the weather outside? Is it gloomy? What's up? What's happening? Shot o'clock?
Word. What's up, man?
Kendrick Day, nigga. We just listening.
Yeah, that's right. Just shut up and listen when the boogeyman come out. Ooh.
How do you feel about inventing the Drake abs diss? Because you did that shit
Yeah, you
about
did.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. I don't care. Like, I be saying some shit, I go do all the work and go get some dirt and try to sneak it in the verse, and then somebody else just always take the credit. I was the first nigga to say game was on Change Your Heart. Ain't nobody give a fuck. As soon as somebody else came and said that shit, it was like, oh my God, Game was on a talk show. I was like, wait a minute now. I just told y'all a month ago that Game was on a talk show. Fucking Change Your Heart. So yeah, it's
That's
cool.
funny.
And this is more the same. Nobody gave a, I thought I was putting some venom in there. He got his ass guns. It was like, Joe, go home. Go. Take your ball. We don't care. We love his ass. We love however he got his
Well,
ass.
he got it. Yeah, we love
his
it.
ass.
They ain't care. They ain't care. At
He
all.
got peed on. Joe, we've all peed on ourselves. We've all gotten peed on before. Like, Drake has been invincible. You can't say nothing about him. He didn't write his rhymes. Well, whoever writes them did a good job.
He's doing a good job. He got some good writers. He picked a good crop.
Hey, whoever writes them. But it seemed like the only rapper that exists outside of Pusha T, I'm not counting him in nothing, Drake, that could kind of be the kryptonite to all things Drake is Kendrick.
Seem to be polar,
And I love that he's standing on it.
polar opposite.
He's standing. There's a lot of that in these verses. See, I hate all y'all that tried to rush Kendrick. Honestly.
You said
too,
that.
Ice. I hate y'all.
You said that.
Let that man take his time and produce something of quality. No matter what you think about the response, it's quality.
It's very high
It sound
quality.
like somebody that took their time, got 3 different crazy beats, and sat and tried to track out how they was going to address this dude. How do you hate that? If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack.
It's not a hate on that. It's just, again, we all were we were just thirsty for the response.
Yeah,
That's it.
but
Everybody was.
Uber Eats. They want Uber Eats.
Yeah, everybody was,
Cool
bro.
it down, though.
You know he was
down.
coming.
Gotta cool it
Yeah,
down.
You knew he was coming.
Watch out.
Pause.
We got Mel singing. Shit.
We know what that
No,
means.
no.
Don't try to be
No,
down
no,
with
no,
Kendrick
you
now,
got-
Ivan.
Me and Ralphie go way back.
Oh,
You know,
I know when he was in Brooklyn, you know that stoop I was on? That was really Kendrick's.
I remember when Ralphie first had the idea to start a group, and he texted me.
Shut up.
I was a candy girl.
He smoked that. I won't explain what that little pacifier line sounds like it means
We know what it sounds like.
because I don't want trouble.
Yeah, we know.
And last time you said it, Tupac ended up saying it.
Yeah. And yo, before we go any further, shout out to Pac up there, checking the pod out. Yeah, I mean, Pac, what up? Hello, homie.
Kendrick, we need you.
Yeah, hip hop savior. I'm coming your name in that hip hop history. And what I will say is talk about Kendrick taking the pressure off of himself. Without this being a Drake diss, forget about the Drake diss aspect of this. There were a lot of questions about how Kendrick Lamar would show up for a battle because he's never been battle tested. We've never heard a true direct battle record from Kendrick aimed at someone. He really showed up to be the person that we thought he was.
He did.
Well, I'll speak for myself only.
He put the time into it like he puts the time into his albums.
Yes.
Like it has the same kind of production value.
She's hot. It's good, Hawks, yeah.
But
And,
I mean, even
he just didn't turn into a different MC when it was time to address an MC, which was my J. Cole beef. J. Cole, we thought to be one of the best killers out there, and when it was time to address somebody, he was a kind man. There's nothing wrong with that. This person don't sound kind.
Well,
Pusha T don't sound kind. I'm not kind.
Kendrick sounds like a menace.
The people I know, Drake ain't even kind when he in this bag. Like he be perturbed at niggas.
he didn't turn. Cole didn't turn into nobody that. Cole was Cole. That was the problem.
He just sound like he was gonna clear y'all, all y'all. Like if you didn't apologize and back out, then nigga, this shit would have been 9 minutes. That's what it sounds like. He sounds aggressive.
And it sounds personal in here. It sounds like I. That's
really
what
don't
I
like
keep
him.
harping
You can
back.
tell he don't like him.
I do not like you.
But I overstand. I underdig. I underdig. Hey, some of y'all out there just might not underdig what he putting out there. I think I get what he's saying.
When you get off the plane,
As soon as you get off the plane.
As soon as you get off the plane.
God damn. I really don't even see how the Drake stands could have him up judging by the product.
You can't. They got him up because Kendrick didn't respond. That's why. So they were playing the clock game. Yo, you took the jab out here with the record.
Ain't no shot clock.
And nothing. Yeah, I'm with you. That's why.
And what the power jab does is put all pressure back on the opponent to deliver upon whatever you said.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit harder than whatever that shit is you did, and hard enough to where I can stand in this and be prepared for what's to come. So y'all are right. Drake said all that. Yo, I got some shit. I'm waiting. Pop out. Boogeyman, where you at? I'm looking. He popped out.
He did.
And I respect the 6 minute plus. You know I respect 6 minutes and more.
And did it with hooks in between though.
Yeah, found something. I hate the way that you talk, the way that you dress, nigga. What? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Yeah, niggas just get in the booth and be honest. Playing with the right one. God damn. I know this shit is tough because nobody from the West Coast has hit me yet. Shit.
and your phone
My phone is on fire.
My phone is the opposite. West Coast calls and texts. I'm just like, all right, bro. It's West Coast numbers. I don't even have them saved. I don't know who this is.
This Kendrick shit so fire, Boys to Men is texting me. You know Sean Stockman, that's our guy, friend of the
shout out to Sean.
Pardon me, I know you recording, didn't want to be rude, but I just want to know if you heard that new Kendrick. Kendrick got Boys to Men texting, nigga. Yo. Fuck you talking about?
end of the road.
Fuck all that Kill Bill shit you was doing with the jacket, Drake.
Uma.
Yeah, Uma, huh?
We don't want to hear from Uma.
This is
No, we don't want to hear
ridiculous.
none of
This is
that. We want to hear from Candyman. We want to hear from the nigga that played Freddy. We want to hear from all them niggas too. Michael Myers.
The boogeyman, y'all asked for him.
Yeah. You called
That's
for
my
it.
thing. Y'all asked for him. Y'all act like he wasn't coming, and he came. He did that shit. Quiet.
All right, y'all. Hip hop is alive and cracking right now. So obviously, we know where Joe stands. Joe is right with Kendrick. He feels like Kendrick is up right now. And that's a big argument right now, too. I keep hearing people trying to count which records are gonna count inside the beef? Is it first person shooter? Does it start with Like That? I see that. A lot of y'all don't know if it started with Like That or first person shooter. I feel like if we're gonna talk about this in totality, it does start at first person shooter, because everybody feels like that's why Kendrick came out with Like That, even though I don't feel like first person shooter was that derogatory or derogative about Kendrick. Still, I guess I can't speak for Kendrick and say, oh, I can judge whether or not he should be offended by whatever was said in first person shooter, right? That man is his own man. But if we starting it right there and we saying Drake technically had one song with first person shooter, and then we saying Like That was a Kendrick song, then we saying Drake had 2 songs with Push Ups and Tailor Made. But see, that's where it gets confusing, because I don't see people counting Tailor Made. I keep telling y'all that. So I'm confused with the numbering too, but I just see people trying to figure out, is somebody up 2-1? Is Drake up 3-1? Is it like, y'all tell me what numbering do y'all got? Because even I'm getting confused talking about it, like no cap. All right? But obviously Joe and the pod feels like whatever just happened, Kendrick is ahead, all right? So, does Kendrick dislike or have some just like internal anger or anguish towards Drake? You kept hearing him in the podcast talk about, yo, it sound like he don't like him. And I'm sitting back and I'm asking myself, did I hear that in Kendrick's voice? I don't think Kendrick really hates Drake. I think Kendrick is great at rapping and conveying emotions, but I think in his heart of hearts, he respects Drake. He respects what he built. And I'm not saying that just as a Drake fan. If you look out into the zeitgeist, as they like to say, we've never seen anything that looks like Kendrick was crashing out on Drake, or Drake did something that just bothered Kendrick's soul. This is the first time I think we ever really heard Kendrick go at Drake on this record. And I get it, and Like That, he was talking shit, but this is the record where it sounds like, oh, I got something personal against you. But you got to remember, these niggas been out for so many years, and we never really heard a peep from Kendrick. Which leads me to believe, oh, I'll do this shit on the record, but in real life, I don't have, no issue with you. And you notice in the podcast, they never mentioned when he was talking about, hey, we friends. Kendrick said that, we friends, but I hope they my real friends, because if not, I'm YNW Melly. And I get it, that was a creative line, but still mentioning like, hey, to some degree, I like these niggas. And that's what I'm talking about with Kendrick. He's a showman. I don't think he has some real issue with Drake. Honestly, I don't. I think if it's any issue, it's about Kendrick being competitive and chasing that number 1 spot. Even though, let's be honest, he sounds like a guy who's rapping because he knows he'll never get that number 1 spot. He might get the number 1 MC from the niggas in the rap game, the Joe Buttons and all that shit. And maybe to Kendrick that matters. I know it does matter to a certain degree to Drake. I think one thing about Drake, he does feel a certain type of way that the hip-hop legends don't respect him. But, I mean, I wonder what that does for Kendrick if all the hip-hop legends say you better than Drake. Does that make him feel better than the accolades, than the streams, than the international praise? You know what I mean? Like, that's a conversation you have to ask yourself. Because we don't know which one that Kendrick holds higher. Everybody in the world saying you number 1, or niggas in the rap game saying you number 1. I think that's a real question that I would like to hear Kendrick address at some point in time. Also, if Kendrick do say anything about that, make sure, y'all say, hey, Never Gave Up said that first, okay? Because I'm bringing shit to the table they ain't talk about in the pod. Let's just be real. Now, they did mention that some of these lines were reused. But I really didn't hold that against Kendrick because he was creative. I think they said that in the pod too. They was like, yo, some of this shit might have been said, but he put his spin on it. He put his own creative twist to it, and it sounded good. I felt like he did. I think Parks said it at some point in time. He did give this the same type of time and appreciation and effort as he would on any of his albums, and I appreciated that. Now, when it comes to the beat, with that second beat, I think the jury is still out for me. I don't know how much I liked that beat. Now, the first beat, the sample, the interlude or the intro, I liked that a lot. But obviously, he couldn't go that slow and go where he needed to go with the bars. I'm still a little iffy on that second beat, y'all. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm still a little iffy on that second beat. The jury is still out. I want to know what y'all think about that beat or the production overall for this song and Euphoria. I really didn't like the push-ups beat that much. If we being honest, I like the tailor-made production, and of course I like that. To me, that's where the best production has lied inside of this back and forth. And I want to say this last thing. When it comes to Euphoria, it's been out for about a day, and I still see people discovering new lines from this song that Kendrick was talking about. And see, I will say that's the difference. I didn't see people breaking down the bars on any of the Drake records like they're doing with Euphoria. People are taking their time and breaking this shit down and trying to figure out everything that they might have missed. And I think Drake needs to come back and give us something to, sink our teeth in, give us something that we want to break down so we don't miss every little, bar, double entendre, metaphor, and shit like that, because they still having that conversation about Euphoria. And I think personally, Monday will not come without a Drake response. I think it's a chance Drake might respond sometime before Friday, but I think Friday is the day. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.